Hello, this is a video update for sending emails in production. Now, previously, when I was just recording the course, I recommended to use SendGrid for sending emails in production. So we set up the SendGrid service on Heroku, then we went to our application, and in production RB, we added these settings for default URL options. So the name of our application in production, perform deliveries, raise delivery errors, and delivery method SMTP. Then we went to our environment.rb and set up these settings to connect our application to our SendGrid add-on on Heroku. Now, many people have had many problems with SendGrid, and personally myself, I am leaving the service and I am not planning to use it anymore in the future. So the best service that I have found to replace SendGrid is Amazon SaaS, Amazon Simple Email Service. So in this video, we are going to go through setting up Amazon SaaS, Amazon Simple Email Service, instead of SendGrid in our Ruby on Rails application. Now, first of all, I'm going to my AWS dashboard, and then I'm going to services. Now, there are a lot of things offered by Amazon, and we're going to go to customer engagement, and here we have simple email service. So we will open it, and here we have the dashboard for managing our sending emails. Now, here, if we go to domains, then you can see that I have verified a domain. You don't have to do it right now. Then I've also verified an email address from which I can send and receive emails so that they're not sent into spam. And there are some more different things you can see here. Actually, if to talk about pricing, then it's around 50,000 emails per month that are free to send. So you're not likely to go over the threshold. It's around 9,000 free emails per month for SendGrid and 50,000 free emails for AWS. So then you're here in this SaaS homepage, you must go to SMTP settings. And here you must go to create my SMTP settings. Basically, we are going to create API keys to connect our application to our AWS email service. So we go to create my SMTP credentials, and we wait. So it gives us some kind of username. If we don't bother, it's okay. We go to create, and here I get this show user SMTP credentials. Now I was given these username and password. Again, you shouldn't show anybody your username and your password, otherwise they can misuse it. I'm going to delete these after the video. So I've got this username and password, and then where am I going to put them? Well, as here and in environment RB, we had our username and password for SendGrid, we are going to put the username and password for AWS. So actually, here is a small blog post where I have this whole process of setting up emails in production with Amazon SaaS. So here you can see it, the whole path to creating the credentials, to getting the username and password, and then we've already previously set up the default URL options, perform deliveries, raise delivery errors, delivery method SMTP, and we're going to add this action mailer SMTP settings. So we had this for SendGrid, and we're going to have slightly different settings for AWS. I'm going to delete this from environment.rb, and we're just going to keep all these production settings in our production.rb file. So here, on top, we are going to add this action mailer SMTP settings. So here I have this email SMTP, EU Central 1, Amazon AWS. Here I'm going to put my username, and next is going to be the password. So I'm going to copy the whole password and paste it here. Okay. Next, where did I get this address? Well, if I go back into services, I go back to customer engagement, simple email service, we can see that I'm using EU Central 1 region for all my work in AWS. And if I go to SMTP settings, I can see the server name, email SMTP EU, Central 1, Amazon AWS. So here in SMTP settings, you will see your server name. And here in this address, you need to paste your server name. And when you do this, then you just commit your changes. So I'm going to go to cd cosigo, git status. Okay, I've done changes in environment RB and in production RB. So I'm going to commit these changes. And when I push to production, then I'll be able to send the emails using Amazon says, not using Heroku. Or I mean, not using SendGrid. And actually, I'm going to remove this SendGrid add-on. So I'm going to go to resources. Here I have SendGrid starter. I'm going to delete it. Okay, enter your app's name. And now I'm going to push these changes to production, and we'll see if emails work. So I'll make a pause now. Okay, so I have saved the changes here, and I've pushed the application to Heroku. Let's try to see if it works. So I'll go to login. Let's say I forgot your password. I'll put in an email address, and I press send reset password instructions. And I get an error. Interesting. Let's see what this error can be. Let's go down and try to find where it all begins. Okay, so here it begins. An error occurred when sending a notification using email, notifier, message rejected, email address is not verified. Support at cosigo.herokuapp.com is not verified. Okay, so we will just send from a verified email. Yeah, and that's why we need to actually verify an email that will be sent from in production using Amazon says. So here, email addresses, you need to verify an email address. Now, mine will be hello@cosigo.com. So I will go here and I will say that the host is cosigo.com actually, because I've already bought this domain and I don't have to use it on Heroku. Then here we will have hello@cosigo.com. And I guess in device, in the initializers, device.rb, we have this email support@cosigo.herokuapp.com. So I will add it as hello@cosigo.com. And I will commit the changes. Actually, there must be also a file called application mailer. So there is a file application mailer, and here we also have hello@cosigo.com. You can put your email address, of course, and I'm going to make one more commit. So git status, I will save these changes in production RB and in device RB. Git status, git commit master, update email address for sending in production. Okay, I'm going to push to Heroku and see once again if we manage to send emails in production. So I'll pause the video. Okay, so I have pushed to Heroku and let's see if it works now. So I'm going to the application and I'll press log in, forgot your password. I put in my email address and I get the notification that the email is on its way. Let's see if it was actually sent. Well, here before I had this screen open, if I go to sending statistics, I have 3 sent. And if I refresh, okay, I have still 3 sent. Yeah, maybe it already refreshed. Then I will go to my email address. I see that, so now it's 6:36. I just got an email that, hello, I can change my password. So I received the email. And if I go to Heroku logs -- tail, if I type this, I will see the Heroku console and I will be able to see if the email was actually sent. So here it is, here's the email. And we didn't get any errors. So apparently the email should have been sent. And well, of course, I received the email. So this way, we are going to be able to send emails in production using Amazon SaaS instead of SendGrid. And that's it. Thank you.